like making a purchase today? Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee... I understand that. But when you're dealing with a snake like Sieghart, normal commerce practices go... That man has absolutely no respect for the business community. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon security. Yeah, sure, if all you care about is yourself. Every payment Sieghart makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what... Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sieghart. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's caught. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few... she was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh. We've been in love ever since. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sieghart said he had every intention of... After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent... It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. Watch your back out there.
If you have a bit of money to spend, we could really use your business. Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customer. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his... I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store. Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just... I was a supervisor on the line. And when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra Brew and talked. A year later, Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched... Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon. Stop by again soon.
If you're looking for supplies, tell everyone you know. How about our store?
Don't even bother with that other. Newell's goods. We have every.
Step through the door of Sieghart's Outfitters and you'll enter. You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Welcome to Sieghart's Outfitters! Welcome to Sieghart's Outfitters! Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need...
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Great. I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
It's
An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of... I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Sure, and going in, I expected it to be expensive. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for all... As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine... Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So... Easy for him to say. He doesn't have my debt. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I... And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was... Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach.
It'll be nice to get away from the clubs.
Hey there. Good news?
All your hectic needs. Packaged food?
Yeah, we're fully stocked and ready to sell. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was... talk to him? I don't doubt it. Like trying to wipe the slime off a chasm bass.
Oh, let it go, Hud. If Sieghart says he's in, that's all that...
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is final. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they... They even knew what plant...